Hi everyone. In less than 24 hours, we're going to be having the very first class of Become Wealthy. This is not a class, really. I mean, the whole lesson's put together. It's a drill. Do you know the difference between a class and a drill? I paid a coach to teach me swimming. He said to me, he said, I'll teach you swimming and in 10 days, you would know how to do it. I was like, you seriously mean in 10 days I would be very good at swimming? And he said, yes, in 10 days, give me 10 days. You're going to be very good at swimming. I said, all right, if that's the case. So I signed up. And I started. But of course, I first have to really want to swim. And I had a very good reason to want to swim at this moment. Something lovely is coming up shortly. And I think a part of that, I would like to actually have a swimming experience. So I took the class to learn how to swim. Now, this is the funny thing. The very first day when I started, some guys came to the same pool and they started, splashing the water, doing all the things they were to do. All I was doing was to simply repeat what my instructor told me on day one. On day one, it was a Sunday, and I actually had a little sprint with these guys. All I did was to glide. In case you know about swimming, then you know what gliding was, right? What gliding is. So all I did was glide, and I won once in the sprint. There were about three of them competing with me. So I won once. I came second twice, and I came last once. We did the exercise about 4 times. And all I did was just follow what he asked me to do. That was it. And they were like, wow, that's very fast. They didn't know it was my first day at the class. Now, compare that with me getting a YouTube class and downloading some YouTube lessons. Not that I wouldn't have the results, but could I actually have that result in one day? In one day. Could I have that result? That's the drill. That's the difference between, classes and this. This is a drill. And that important difference is this is not just money. Okay? This is not even financial freedom. You can be financially free. They call it security. It just means you have enough money to be comfortable with yourself, with your life, without having to feel pressured, without having to take anything outside of what you earn to sustain yourself. But wealth is different. Wealth means luxury. It means you can afford things that are luxurious, that mean affluence. Okay, it's not everyone who's going to be wealthy, not because we all can't, but because not everyone is actually willing to. It takes a kind of responsibility. For example, this class we're having tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now, was first announced about maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And then to actually make it accessible for every person, then it's re-announced so that everyone could really, as many as possible, about 10, could be admitted at once. And here we go today. It's starting tomorrow. That's speed. That's rapidity. I have other classes before me. I have other programs before me laid out, but they're not starting as quick and as on time as this particular class, because the wealthy, they don't drag. And that's the attitude of mine in this class. It's a drill. And one of the things with the drill is that we're not just going to talk and talk like I'm actually doing right now, which can give you some clarity of what to do and put you in the shape to do it. And I know I have that particular powerful effect, okay, because that's my assumption. So whenever I'm teaching a person, they know what to do, they know how to do it, and they feel ready to do it. But this is a drill. My coach did something. Just it doesn't just tell me, yeah, you do this, you do that, you move this way, you put this hand, you put this leg, you he asks me to do it. He does it. He asks me to do it. That's in the swimming classes. You know, today's my day 4, and that's because we had a break between Wednesday and yesterday, and I was away. So day 4, and this happened. Today's day 4, and what I couldn't do, which I was very scared to do from day 1 and day 2 and day 3, I was doing it with fun today. Someone was like, "You just started learning?" I said, "Yes, this is my day 4." And they're like, "Oh, really? Wow, coach, you're really doing him well." That's drill. That's because it's a drill. I'm not just watching classes. I'm not just listening to people. I'm actually doing it in the moment. I'm practicing it. I know what it feels like. I know it tells me, okay, do it again. And I know what it feels like every time I do it again. And that is what the drill is about. That's why I say after 10 days, you would become wealthy. Question: how many days do you really want to put between you and you being wealthy? A year? 5 years? A month? 10 days? You'll decide. But what I know is this: the slots are running out, and only very few of them are actually left. And I mean very few out of the 10. Yeah, so it's a first come, first serve basis. And many of us would really love this. And of course, I also recommend that you join the Manifest Your Financial Freedom program happening earlier tomorrow. But for the evening, 8 p.m. West African time. Don't know what time that would be at your own end, but you can tell by just Googling it or using any other thing to check. But this is it. We're starting a drill. It's 10 days. And what I want to see at the end of the 10 days is that you can level up. I leveled up in this May. It's unlike anything. I was financially free, but now I am not financially free. I am wealthy. I'm on a different level. And I want you to do the same thing. Okay, so I want to show you how exactly to do that. What exactly you must do with your imagination. Where exactly you must dwell morning, noon, night. If anyone opens your consciousness and they could see where you are, they would say, wow, he's wealthy. This is wealth. This is affluence. Neville says you can be affluent if you know what it would be like were you affluent. I mean, I love that word. I feel like it. I live like it. And I want to show you that it is not just possible. I don't just want to deal with that word with you in the drill. It's a drill. That you are actually wealthy. So, what would it be? You're in or you're in. Okay, not every person could really understand my language, but I know that every person who has the vision to become a millionaire, a multimillionaire, or a billionaire not only understand what I'm saying, but are actually ready to do everything, move all the mountains they can to be in the class tomorrow. Oh, why not a week from now? Why tomorrow? Like I said earlier, if you're actually wealthy, what do you think would be happening in your life? Do you think it'd be dragging? No, it's gonna be moving real fast, real fast. And maybe so you could understand what I'm saying by everything will just really move real fast. Perhaps I'll just upload a short writing now, and I've wanted to write it since morning, so I think this is the time to actually release it. And it's about, this is not a quick fix, but this is the quickest way. The quickest way. I'm speaking from experience. So, you want the quickest way to wealth? Become wealthy. Own your self-concept of wealth. It is 5 imagination lessons. 5 lessons. 10 days of wealth drill. It's the same one principle. Imagination creates reality. But listen, if you already know how to use that to create wealth, and you want wealth, you'd already be wealthy. So if you're not wealthy, it's either you don't know it exactly how to operate it, or you're not operating it. Either ways, the drill is for you. If you don't know how to operate it, then the drill teaches you how to operate it, and in fact puts you in the position of operation. You have no choice but to operate it. And if you don't know how to operate it, then the drill actually, okay, if you know it but you're not operating it, then the drill makes you operate it. So 10 days, you're wealthy. It's 10 days. So, are you in or are you in? See you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Bye-bye.